We are going to speak to the DC of the Bono East region. Hello?
Yes, Mama. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mama. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Honorable Kofi Juma. Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Okay, so this story about the 8 boys that have died in relation to the boat subsiding. What was it exactly what was the story exactly that was brought to your doorstep?
Thank you very much. I want to use this opportunity to sympathize with the bereaved family, the district, and the entire nation as a whole. Actually, it wasn't an intention. So it was just an accident.
Okay.
What happened was that these students, they always cross from a village called Atikagome to Wayokope. That is where they school. So they also have 2 teachers living there. That's the Atikagome community. And it is the community who take care of the teachers. Unfortunately, one of them traveled, and the other one wasn't feeling well. So she couldn't go with them as they always go together.
Okay.
And another unfortunate incident is that because the premise is not available, the community, they buy, in fact, the holders, they buy this thing, super. And so when the person buys the super, it's expensive than the premise. So when the students get to the riverbank, anybody who comes around, pick the student and cross them. And this man in question always cross the children at any point in time.
So you would say that he's a professional.
The student was stranded at the riverbank, waiting to cross, and nobody was crossing them. He decided to help the children. So the students numbered over 20 of them. They all entered into that small boat. We call it private here. When we get to our area here, we have the Sene River joining the Kosovo River. So they were mainly on the Sene River. So in the attempt to cross the children, one of them stood up to fetch water. So when she decided to fetch the water, the man was seated at the back, riding the outboard motor. So he asked the girl to sit down. Unfortunately, the girl had even decided fetching the water. And then the canoe sway. So when it sway, it fetches water. So once it fetches water, the water begins to enter into the canoe. So some of them had even fell into the water.
Oh.
So in the struggling to recapture themselves into the canoe, the man decided that once some of them fell into the water, he was just entering to remove them. Then in helping them to remove those ones, then the other one who could also swim and held one side of the canoe. So when they held one side of the canoe turned and then capsized. So all the children fell into the water. So some of the community members, having seen that, rushed to the scene, and they were able to help. And then about 15 of them survived, ranging from 9 years to 15 years or so. So that's the sad incident. So about 8 of them, they perished. They died and they could not survive. So as of yesterday, when we go there, it was so terrible. The community was in grief, and I think that the district, we are very sorry and we are very hurt, and we are looking at how we'll be able to resolve this matter. And so we are put measures in place. We were there yesterday with my team. We went there with the health directorate, the education directorate, the police, the NADMU, and thereabout. Let me also use this opportunity to thank the Marine Police from Karachi. In fact, yesterday, before I got there, they were already there. And they were making sure that things became calm. So I want to use this opportunity to thank them, thank the police and everybody, including the community members who have been removing the dead bodies and thereabout. So this has been the issue that we find ourselves as a district.
Okay, Honorable. So you mentioned that you are you're going to put certain structures in place. Can you please share with us some of the things that you are planning on doing to help?
We have a meeting with the GEOC, and then the education director will be part. So we are looking at having a permanent school for that community because it's a very large community.
Okay.
The last time we tried, but the education director mentioned that GIA hasn't given them the opportunity to open new schools. So we're looking at having more teachers. When we get more teachers, then some of them will be placed in that community and then be teaching them. So that is why the community had been given 2 teachers, and they are in that community permanently. But they could not take care of all the children there. So some of them will also have to cross the river to the main stream of the school. Right. So we are looking at, that's why the last time I brought this thing to the GE, that's the Ministry of Education, that we have a lot of the teachers who have passed through, what do you call it, that is UCC, Winneba distance, and they are available. And when they are employed, they can be posted there and they can help in solving some of these problems that we find out. But let me be quick to add this. My attention has been drawn to a particular incident. I think it is Peace FM and thereabout, some of the media radio stations, media stations.
Okay.
That the canoe that they were crossing over is a wretched canoe and thereabout. It's on social media thereabout. When you look critically on that canoe, which on the social media, that is not the actual picture. In that place, when you take picture anywhere, you won't get the picture capturing any community because it's in the bush. It won't capture any community. And 2, that in that area or our area here, nobody goes with a canoe that has cork in it, that has metals in it, that has sideways nail, what do you call it, sticks that they have roots on the canoe. So clearly, it shows that is not our water. And 2, when you look at the outside canoes that are found on that water, it is not this our river canoes. That is the sea canoes. So our river canoes are not molded like the way these ones are molded. Okay. So clearly, that is not the issue. The issue is that it was a strong canoe. The man wanted to help them, but the number of students who were in the canoe were more than the number that's supposed to have been taken.
Contain it, yeah.
That is the fact.
Oh, okay.
Honorable, so I'm concerned about this. My name is KMG, by the way. I'm concerned about the aftermath of this incident. Now, the survivors, in terms of their mental, understanding of the situation, how best are we going to ensure that we have people who will talk to them, psychologically, put them in the frame of mind, because seeing that incident over there, I don't know what it's going to do to them after, they get to, witness how these people died and all of that. What are we doing to make sure that psychologically and mentally they are positioned in the frame of mind that will make them, want to move on after this?
Okay, actually, this morning, in fact, yesterday when we got there, we came back around 7:30, 8 p.m. And that water, you have to sit on the water over 1 hour to 2 hours before you get home. Wow. So one of the students wasn't feeling well. So I brought her to KJG, and then I sent her to KJG clinic. And this morning she's doing well. And another one was also sent to Kratchi Bishop Hospital. And I understand she's also doing well. And the rest, they were okay. So minister will be coming this morning, so we'll go back to the community. So when we look at the situation will tell us the next action to take. So for the meantime, the community is calm, the students are okay, and then we are looking at other ways around that will be able to go around what you are saying.
Okay.
So I think the multimedia and other things, you also use this opportunity to talk to philanthropists and NGOs and thereabout who also come to help the district. Right. We have a lot of the communities that we need structure. Family is doing what that we have to do, but we still lack of infrastructure. So assuming that we're having classrooms there, these madams who were there could have been using that classroom to teach the students.
Yeah.
But because we don't have enough classrooms to be able to take care of these students, that is why they have to cross over. And as we speak, the community has a solar system, and that solar system is broken because the batteries are no longer functioning. So madams who are even there are struggling to leave the community because there is no lighting system now. And that is our situation. So we also want to use the opportunity, your media, so that you liaise with the energy ministry. Then they will bring the batteries to come and restore the lighting system in that community for us.
Honorable Jima, before you go, how often do incidents like this happen in the area? It
hardly happens. This is our Watasoni River. It hardly you hear some of this. It's hardly you hear some of this. This one is an incident that is mysterious because we don't understand how it happened. And when you get to the community and you look at the distance that one will have to cover, it's about 10-20 minutes ride.
Okay.
If you use the outboard motor, 10-20 minutes, it won't even be up to 10 minutes. Then you cross over. So some of us didn't understand why the child wanted to fetch water. We didn't understand. Well, you are just coming from home. So what happens that you decided to fetch water? So had it not that she wanted to fetch water and the struggle came and the canoe fed the water, this thing wouldn't have happened.
Is she alive though?
That one, she's alive. She's alive.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Anyway,
wow.
I think we can't really say much about reasons why she's alive and the others lost their life. I mean, obviously she was the cause of the situation. But,
exactly. And why she decided to fetch the water.
Anyway.
Honorable, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the update on the story.
Let me use your media to also thank the two madams, including the teachers, the way they help the communities and thereabouts. Okay. I think that the multimedia should also have a way of getting philanthropists and thereabouts to help these madams who are there.
Right.
When they also get something there, it will motivate them to be there, much as Asante is struggling to have them there.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a lovely morning.
Thank you.